What's up, guys? It's Liquid Eyes here, and I got another video today, and I'm going to be talking about the best settings to use in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare for sound touring and just overall settings and sensitivity. Now, if you can, hit the start button and let's hop into options and start talking about this. You want your stick layout and button layout. That's a personal preference. If you ask me, I use default for both, so go ahead and do whatever you guys feel comfortable. Look inversion and flight inversion, you want those both to be disabled. I don't use them, so disable them. Sprint cancels reload. This is kind of another personal preference. I don't use it. I like to be able to sprint and reload at the same time. Some people might not want to, so that is whatever you like. I would disable it if you ask me, so go ahead and disable that as well. Vibration, again, disable. I don't know one person that has this thing enabled in all the times of playing Call of Duties, so go ahead and just disable it. I'm not even going to get into that because it is just pointless to have that enabled. Sensitivity, the biggest topic among Call of Duty players. This is the most talked about topic in settings, if you ask me and anyone else. This is huge. It drove me nuts for months in Black Ops 3 because I could not figure out what sensitivity I wanted to be in because I did not play Advanced Warfare, so I did not know on what sensitivity to be on with a jetpack game. I found out later, after all the time of research, that 5.5 was the best to go with. You know, I was able to actually have extremely good accuracy with this. I know this isn't Black Ops 3, it's Infinite Warfare, and I know Infinite Warfare only went up to a 14 sensitivity. This one goes up to a 20. I think it's only a slight difference of maybe a half of a sensitivity, so really a 5.5 in Infinite Warfare is probably what would a 4.5 in Black Ops 3 be, if there was such a thing. So just go ahead and go to 5.5. I would not go below a 4.4 or go above a 6.6, at best a 7.7 for pubs. But if you're doing competitive, you want to be between a 4.4 and a 6.6. I would go with 5.5. It's the best for being able to shoot and have very good accuracy, and you can still turn on people very, very quickly. So just go ahead and stick with a 5.5. Don't mess around with nothing else. Just take my word on it. I spent months of research trying to do this, so just go ahead and do that. Safe area, self-explanatory. It just shows you exactly where you want your screen to end, and that's where you want this to be. Right there, I have mine all the way at the max. Now, we're going to skip over audio options for a second and talk about the rest. Target assist, you want that enabled. If you don't have this enabled, then guess what? It's going to be so much harder to lock on target because target assist slows you down when you're scrolling over the target. So you want to have that enabled no matter what other PC players say because they don't have it. This was designed specifically for console players. Leave that enabled. Don't mess around with leaving it disabled because you will just regret it. Colorblind, if you're colorblind, obviously, you want it enabled probably. So I'm not, so I disable it. Film grain, I like to leave this at 50%. It reduces the strength of noise versus TV sharpness. So I leave it at 50. Some people actually disable it all the way. Some people leave it enabled. Just go ahead and put it at 50%, and that's what I think works best. Brightness, come on guys, this is super self-explanatory. Only the text in the two lower boxes should be visible. Now, if you do want your screen to be super bright, then go ahead and increase it. But if you want it to look the best, you want to sit there and, you know, where it says not visible, you don't want that to be visible. So go ahead and put it down to where you cannot read that text in the box. So that's what you want to leave it at. Language selection, you want that to be whatever your language is. Mine is English. Audio options. Now this is for sound touring and people who like to sound tour and have headphones. If you do not have headphones, take the mix preset and set it to default, or if you have small speakers, you want to set it to small speakers. I use headphones, so that's what I use. Subtitles, I do not want them on, and I don't think you do either, so go ahead and disable that. Effects volume, this is key for being able to sound tour. You want that maxed out because this allows you to hear footsteps and people reloading from the max ability if you have it turned all the way up, and that's what allows you to be able to sound tour. So go ahead and pop that all the way up. Music music volume, you want that to be all the way down if you're sound touring. If you're not sound touring and you enjoy the music, then go ahead and turn it up to whatever you like. I leave it off because that's what's best for me. Voice volume, I leave this at 50% because it's pretty neat how you can actually hear in game the person scream, hey, he's in the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. So you want to leave that at 50%. I don't care to hear them shout it super loud, so that's why I leave it at 50. If you don't want to hear this, turn it all the way off or whatever. That's a personal preference. And volume, I leave this maxed out, and these are the best settings for people who have headphones who want to be able to sound tour. So go ahead and copy these and you will be very, very happy. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video on settings, please leave a like down below and subscribe to see more. I'm going to be doing another video on aiming tips, and I think you guys will really enjoy that. I'm going to show you how to aim better in Infinite Warfare. And if you can, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.